Hello and welcome to episode 22 of the podcast. I'm Michael.
I'm Noah.
And we are the Knights of Entertainment, a podcast covering your favorite and unknown comic books, movies, games, anime, and more weekly. We appreciate you being here and hope you enjoy the show. This is what we are covering tonight.
The One Piece live action adaptation and the reaction of the test audience.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh, shit is right.
But before we do, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can enjoy the show on YouTube, Spotify, Rumble, Odyssey, and more. We also have membership tiers on those platforms as well if you'd like to support the channel. Or you can check out our buymeacoffee.com/KOE podcast.
I'm thirsty.
Alrighty.
Okay, so I just saw this today, actually. It's a CBR article on the One Piece live action test audience, what they thought about it initially, and it is fucking terrible.
Like most live actions are.
Most live action Netflix series are. So the CBR article was citing a Twitter account by the name of Divinity Seeker. So that's basically where they got all their information from.
Right. Is it a leaker, I guess?
I wouldn't say it's more like just an entertainment news source.
Okay.
So they didn't really leak anything. They just kind of
Covered it.
whatever they were allowed to say, I guess, the test audience. So, well, the primary issues from what they cited is poor CGI quality. So that already tells you they ain't no fucking way. Like One Piece is already so cartoony in the animation, in the manga, especially with Luffy's abilities.
Right.
That to translate it to live action is going to be arduous.
Yeah, because it would have been easier to even do CGI and Bleach. Because you can create the whole monsters on their own.
Right.
And then you're just doing effects basically with special effects for the characters.
And on the weapons and stuff.
But nothing changes for the person, really.
Right, but Luffy's like... And Buggy, who can just like disassemble his whole body... There's no fucking way.
It's going to be god-awful.
It's going to look fucking horrific. Another primary issue was the confusing plotting. Probably no one knew what the fuck's going on.
Really?
So the non-fans in the audience were unable to grasp the story itself.
Right.
And for the fans in the audience, they were confused by the changes in the adaptation. Like they just apparently changed it so much that they couldn't even come to terms with what was going on.
So it's like Dragon Ball all over again.
That one horrible Western movie?
Yeah.
Probably.
Like where the plot made no damn sense at all.
No, it sure didn't.
Like whatsoever.
It has to be. I mean Bleach was a terrible Netflix adaptation.
Bleach was a terrible Netflix adaptation, but they at least followed somewhat of the first part of the story. So it somewhat made sense.
Maybe, but they weren't even in Japan. I don't understand.
Yeah.
The whole point was Akira in Japan.
Oh, you're talking about Deathnote.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck did I say? Bleach?
Yeah, you said Bleach.
You brought up Bleach and my brain fucking locked it in. Yeah, Deathnote.
Deathnote, yeah, that just sucked.
Okay, thank you. I was like...
The Bleach version...
Was better?
It followed like the first...
Okay.
It covered the plot of like the first 10 episodes.
I should
say... Right before it go into the Soul Society.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Huh. I have to check it out. But again, I don't want to...
And I'll give them credit for Rurouni Kenshin.
That wasn't
that wasn't bad either.
Adapted to? Mm-hmm. Adapted?
But again, it was Asian actors and from Japan. The creator had some say in it, so it didn't turn out horrible.
I know I lost my train of thought. Moving on. Because for One Piece, I will say that the first episode of the anime and the first chapters of the manga are wildly different. Mm-hmm. So the changes can be good sometimes.
As long as it's not the 4Kid changes.
4Kid did a lot of horrible shit to One Piece.
He gave, what's his name, instead of a cigarette, a lollipop?
Yeah, man, it's just sucking on... I'm Sanji. Yeah, that makes fucking sense. One of the things that they cited was... supposedly, you meet basically the whole core of the crew at the last 15 minutes of the pilot episode. So that already tells you that's kind of bad.
So it's going to be a series?
Yeah, it's a TV show.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Well, I guess I should have mentioned. Yeah, it's a TV show.
I thought it was gonna be a movie. Oh fuck!
Because okay, in the East Blue saga, it pretty much sets up Luffy's initial crew, and that spans like a lot of chapters and a lot of episodes.
Right.
So here, and that everything that happened, it's pretty basically him meeting his crew, and something happening while meeting that crew member that kind of endears Luffy to him, so that he invites him to the crew. For it to just be the first 15 or the last 15 minutes of the first episode makes me think what the fuck happened?
Right.
Because like, okay, so here his crew for the East Blue was Zoro, Nami, Usopp, and Sanji. And I'm gonna do the manga. So Zoro, you first appearance is chapter 3, and he joins Luffy's crew in chapter 5. That's 3 issues.
Right.
Or 3 chapters.
Because isn't he being set up for execution or something?
Yeah, he's like fucking chained up. Like, if I make it a whole month without eating, they're gonna let me go. They weren't gonna let him go. Nami, you meet her in chapter 8. She doesn't join till chapter 14, and then rejoins in chapter 94 after some shit goes down. Usopp, you meet him in chapter 23. He joins in chapter 41. And Sanji, you meet in chapter 43, and he joins in chapter 68. So the fact that you meet him the last 15 minutes of episode 1, all of them, they just fucking crunched the entire story arc.
Yeah.
The East Blue saga into one fucking episode. So I don't know. That's already bad news for me.
Yeah,
it doesn't really give you time to learn each of these characters. If you were watching it fresh, I'm gonna just watch this new anime adaptation in live action. You don't get the sense of their character in that specific 15 minutes.
Right.
But whatever.
Because I mean, I'll give credit for that. Again, going back to that Bleach one, they didn't cover like the whole Soul Society arc in that movie. It was just the part leading up to it. So like, for them to crunch that much into one episode,
it changes the entire flow of the
pacing's all fucked.
Yeah, like the way you met those characters was during conflicts. So how's those conflicts going to work with your characters now already joined up?
And it's the exact opposite of the Lord of the Rings problem, where the Lord of the Rings of Power, they spread it out so much that everybody lost interest. It's got the direct opposite problem. It's too quick.
Oh, yeah. And I think it's like 10 episodes. So I don't know what the fuck they're going to do.
Are they going to cover all 1,000 episodes in 10 shows?
What if they fucking did? I'm like, God damn.
100 books out of each series, like 100 episodes of the manga in one show.
Fucking 100 chapters of the manga in one fucking episode. Jesus Christ.
Don't put it past them.
The crazy thing is, the creator, Ichiro Oda, he's supportive of the cast and the production. He's been supportive,
right?
So I think he might be blind now, because there's no fucking way. Like, he said he's okay with the adaptation changes, but how? The whole East Blue saga was him meeting his initial crewmates.
He's just trying to rank in that cash. That's all.
No, he loves One Piece. He wouldn't.
I mean, no. I mean, he wants to show that the anime is always going to be better than live action.
He ain't the manga. The anime's beautiful, but if you want the core of One Piece, the manga itself, because he's the actual 100% creator.
Right. I mean, he might be trying to prove a point.
He's gonna prove the point. What if he's like, this is? Don't you guys worry, I know what I'm doing. The One Piece live act, like, now he's got to sell it because there's millions of dollars invested in it. But how you gonna lie your face off, right? Like, it's fucking fine.
This could be the end of all adaptations. That'd be wonderful.
What is Netflix obsession with taking anime and manga?
Fucking them up?
Yeah, like it's like I would understand if they had one, right? That was just fucking gold. And ever since then, they've been trying to chase that high.
Right.
But I don't know of any of those adaptations, those live action adaptations, that have ever sparked a level of interest at Stranger Things or Squid Games or Orange is the New Black.
Like I said, the only anime that I can think of that they adapted into a Netflix series was Rurouni Kenshin. And that was popular in Japan.
Okay.
Like the actual anime, because it came from Japan. It like Netflix didn't have that oversight of it. Like, it was on Netflix itself, but I don't know if they had like a sole proprietary claim to it. And they had like big groups from like Japan. One OK Rock was one of my favorite groups, but they did one of the openings to it.
Huh.
Like they had, like there was actual investment into the adaptation of it. So I don't know what the hell's going on with this One Piece.
Oh, they fucked up Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, that was hyped so much.
Goofy as fuck.
And it was extremely hyped. Like by critics and stuff. That's why I never go by a critic's review, because the shit's always off.
I don't know, man. It's driving me crazy. Now they're gonna ruin One Piece. just for the fucking lulz. I bet you the guy, the CEO, just hates anime.
Probably.
And I'm just not fuck. He would literally throw millions just to fuck everyone over.
I mean, look what they did to Deathnote.
Yeah, that one was. Hey, I watched it, right? Like fucking starry eyed, like wow. Like I lied to myself. This is pretty good.
Now, what's his name? Ryu? Isn't that the Shinigami's name in that?
Is it?
You know who I'm talking about, though?
Yeah.
The guy.
William Dafoe's. That was the only good part of it.
That was a great. He played the character well.
That was about it.
Yeah.
They should have just made a movie about him.
Ryuk is his name.
So another thing that they cited about the another complaint was that it was an erratic tone. It would jump from ridiculously goofy to fucking
super serious.
It was incredibly serious what they wrote in a jarring way. Like I don't know, like how.
Well, it is how much time is each episode?
I don't know.
I would assume maybe 40 minutes.
Maybe.
If you crunch down that many
jokes and seriousness in 40 minutes
into 20 minutes,
fuck.
I would assume it's at least an hour long, though.
I still can't get over that you meet the core crew in 15 minutes.
Right.
So my name's
okay, so the last 15.
They must be working at the same restaurant that fucking Luffy goes to eat at, and he pays them back by helping them stop some guy from burning their place down. Like, I'm really just gonna join your crew now. Yeah. How the fuck do you?
They're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah. I don't care if Oda has faith in it. I don't believe it. I think he's lying to himself as well as anybody. There's nobody who can make especially when they took away Luffy's sandals.
Did they?
Like, I think because of the level of danger and stunt work, it's not advisable to have sandals in a.
They did it in the God. They did it in something else. Because you're talking about those like tall sandals, right? Or just regular sandals?
He's got a fucking regular. Those are the strongest sandals known to man. Just a fucking strap holding his feet to him.
Oh, then why couldn't they do it?
Because that's what they said.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Ask them.
Yeah, people can't wear flip-flops in these shows no more.
Yeah, like that's what he wears, flip-flops. He has never worn any other type of. Well, not that I've seen. He probably has, but I haven't seen enough of the.
But they've had crazier shit. They couldn't CGI that shit on his feet.
I guess that's true.
Well, I guess if it's that bad is what they're saying.
The CGI is that horrendous.
Make his foot just like a block.
I know, like, in scenes where you think you're seeing people's feet, bare feet running through dangerous situations, it's not really their feet. It's some weird, like Captain America, the first Avenger. Mm-hmm. There's a scene where he's chasing some Nazi, and he's got no shoes on. But then when they showed the behind the scenes, like some fucking blocky ass skin colored sock that they digitized to look like actual feet.
Yeah.
Because I guess it's dangerous. I mean, I guess it is dangerous to be running around explosions and shit. Barefoot.
They come up with the stupidest reasons. Like I said, they could have at least CGI'd them, though.
Yeah, at least having CGI with the goofiest CGI feet I've ever seen in my life.
But they could have at least done it. Like,
if Quentin Tarantino could have people with no shoes on, women with bare feet everywhere, sucking toes all the time, I know damn well.
Who's the director of it anyway?
Quentin Tarantino. I don't know, actually. I don't know anything about it. I'm just going to watch it cold. And then
just go in.
And I'm gonna call you crying. They fucked it up. They fucked it up. They fucked it up.
I can't do
it. Just got fucking snot running. They fucked it up.
Just wailing.
I'm gonna be like that guy that said, "Leave Britney alone." Leave one piece alone. Leave him alone.
You're gonna sit in the corner and have night terrors and shit just because they're gonna do it again.
He ain't got no sandals on. He ain't got no sandals on. don't know. We'll see. I'll always give something a chance. Because I gave this movie the other day called Girls, Guns, and Blood a chance, and it was absolute dog shit. I wish I could go back and get my... I don't want my money back. I want my time back. Reset my time clock for those hours, 20 minutes I lost.
I'll buy that shit back.
Give me my time back.
I'll pay double, just give it back.
Yeah, damn the money. Give me my time. The hour and 20 minutes I lost of my life watching that just horse shit. I think one of the girls had a normal American accent, right? And then halfway through the movie, like, I'm all country now. I'm like, what the fuck did you get a country accent from? What the fuck happened? Like halfway through the movie, she decided to have a country accent.
Just switch that shit up.
Yeah, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? The movie was terrible. If it's anywhere near One Piece level, there you go.
And you went to go see this?
No, I saw it on Tubi. I ain't paying for that shit. That's why I said I want my time back. I don't want the money. I want my time.
I haven't ever heard of the movie. That's why I was wondering.
Fucking dog shit. They have a lot of horrible Tubi movies that you can just waste hours watching, and you'd be like, damn, that was a waste of my fucking time.
That's why the whole system is free.
Yeah. People watch shitty movies.
I mean, Netflix has come into that point where they're having less and less and less that's worth paying that $20 a month for.
Hi, we're Netflix. We're not worth shit anymore, but you should still watch our shows. They've been ever since, because they always need a hit, is their mentality. They can't just enjoy a consistent level of good work.
No. Well, it's okay. If one season doesn't do as great, I'll put it this way. It's a cyclical thing. So you'll have a show that doesn't do great the first season, but it does okay. Mm-hmm. They don't invest any more money, so they cancel it. So the fans thinking it's like, okay, so there's another new show coming out. There's going to be less and less fans to watch the new show because they think the show's going to get canceled again. Oh, yeah. And it's cyclical. It keeps happening over and over and over. And Netflix keeps losing money unless they have a break out of the box show like Stranger Things or something like Squid Games or something.
Squid Games it just goes too hard.
Right.
But Squid Games went too hard. It broke everybody.
But somebody that I seen was complaining because of what was it? There's that show 18 something that was around for a little while.
18 something.
I can't remember the name of the show, but they loved it. And everybody loved the CGI work. They loved all the kind of like cinematography involved in it. And then they canceled it after one season. Like,
well, damn, fuck them then.
But because it wasn't putting up the numbers of Stranger Things. It's like you're investing in all these new shows, but then you're not giving it a chance to actually get an audience to watch it, and people aren't going to watch it because they know you're going to cancel it. So.
Yeah, like no one knows because it's such a big show now, but Breaking Bad wasn't this monumental hit in the first season or two.
Right.
Like, it was like just like a little cult thing. And I watched it when it started, and then like all of a sudden everybody knew what fucking Walter White.
Right.
And I'm like, if it had been on Netflix, it would just be that one season.
And it would have been
done.
Would have been canceled.
You fucking suck, Netflix. You fucking suck ass, Netflix.
Well, they try to jump on the fans whenever fans are like, you're doing it wrong. Like with these anime adaptations.
It's hard to say adaptations for some reason.
But whenever you got fans complaining about certain things, it's like, we'll do it right and people might watch it. And then Netflix wonders, well, why don't they have any faith in us? Because you fucked it up so many times.
18 times. I can only take you back so much. You cheated on me 57 times.
Well, because they tell the fans, it's like, well, we're not going to put the money into it because y'all won't watch it. But we won't watch it because you don't put money into it. It's cyclical.
Either take the risk and hope for the best, or just fucking shut down your whole network.
And be done with it.
Yeah, I'll watch Hulu. Hulu doesn't expect anything from us.
They haven't expected anything for like 10 years.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, we're just here.
We're done. Well, they're trying to sell you other services now.
Basically, you guys like Stars? We got it too. Coming to Hulu.
Is it like Disney Plus?
Well, we got it too.
They're selling you other.
Netflix is trying too hard to be the king, and it's like everyone else is just like chilling.
Netflix is going to go the way of Blockbuster eventually because they can't keep up anymore.
What if Blockbuster's secretly waiting in the wings?
There is one still around.
It's planning its comeback. Before you know, there'll be two just next door to each other.
Well, they can never spread the way dollar stores do. Dollar stores are in the middle of places you would never expect.
Fucking dollar stores like a goddamn cancer in the world.
It is.
Be a McDonald's and a dollar store.
Pretty much, yeah. There's a channel that's called it's a Southern thing, and then there's a guy named Matt that went out on his own, but they have bits about how dollar stores are, where it's like you go out in somebody's backyard and they're building a dollar store, and then Family Dollar's competing with them. And then you got Dollar Tree wanting to show up too. It's like, we got out of the malls, bitch.
God dang. Well, I guess we'll find out how One Piece does.
Well, hopefully, since you're going in cold, hopefully it turns out to be good.
Wear my jacket nice and tight and my hoodie because it's going to be a fucking freeze.
And I'll be waiting on that call with you crying.
Just leave him alone. Man, well, I guess we'll find out. That's about it.
Cool.
Next week, I'll see what to talk about.
All right, and we will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.
Adios.